What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, an interesting video for you here on the channel. Today, I DM'd every single WWE wrestler, and this is what happened. I mean, it's a pretty simple video. I just DM'd every single WWE wrestler, and yes, I mean painfully, every single WWE wrestler on the WWE.com Superstars list. Even inactive, active, whatever it might be, I DM'd them. They had a DM from Lesser Athletes on Instagram. That was from me. Another thing that I need to get out the way, I took a shower, so that is why my hair looks different than usually. And no, I do not have greasy hair. I had a comment in one of my shorts that said, greasy hair. You know how hurtful that felt when I saw that? People act like you can't take showers nowadays. Are we not showering in 2024? My bad if you don't shower, but I do. So let's get started with some of the background and some of the main points I want to get along throughout this video. So yes, I did DM every single wrestler. The idea came about of me wanting to do this video, and I was trying to debate for a long time, when could I do this video and when would be a right point. And I thought, really, what are the odds I could get one response? I mean, I didn't think it was high, I didn't think it was low. I just thought maybe I can get one or two. I thought I felt pretty confident on one or two. I told my friends, told others, I was like, you know what, one or two responses isn't a impossible thing. But they doubted me, and they told me that there was no way I would be able to do this video. They asked me if I was serious about this video, and I said, sadly, I am, and I am a content creator here on Lesser Athletes, and I'm gonna try my hardest to do this. And I think it was, you know, the ability to kind of prove them wrong. I was like, you're not gonna stop me today to do one of my ideas. So I decided, you know what, if I don't get a response, it's fine. It doesn't hurt my reputation, doesn't hurt Lesser Athletes. If I just don't get responses, I don't get a video. So what? So be it. So after weeks with this idea, I finally decided, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just get it started right now. And I kind of had a personal time crunch. I was trying to find ways to do this, times to do this. Couldn't really find the time. And then finally, stuff kind of lined up where last Friday, this is a week now, last Friday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It was technically, actually, that's a lie. It was technically Thursday. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make the video. So I go up, I wake up Friday morning, and I thought Friday made a lot of sense. You look at SmackDown, you look at a lot of maybe NXT talent traveling to SmackDown, just stuff around. It's a Friday. People are usually kind of at their end of their work schedules. They're going to go on their phone more. I decided to do Friday morning. I thought because there is a SmackDown show, people will probably travel to the SmackDown, time to be on their phones. Thought it made sense. Thought it made a lot of sense. And I also was thinking, was it that week or was it the week before? This is awkward that I can't remember now. The week before, if I'm not mistaken, no, it was the week coming up that they had a UK tour, and I knew didn't make sense if I did a UK tour when I sent this message. So I started realizing from there, well, then they're going to be in Saudi next week. There was a time where it was perfect, not perfect. I realized, you know what, I got to get this going. I got to get something out, and I have to do it now. So first, I thought, what message should I send? I decided, you know what, I'm going to put in the time and effort to do it. What type of message do I send? And I didn't want to be too spammy, even though it was technically a spam message, because I did send the exact same message, and because I didn't want to waste my time, I had to send the same type of message. I didn't want to be too spammy, so what could I say? And yes, there is like 217 wrestlers, I'm not mistaken, WWE Superstars at least, on their website. But of course, you know, you have some just talent and some, you know, ring announcers, for example. So I'm not counting those. I didn't DM those because I think if they saw a DM from Lesser Athletes, they would kind of be like, why are you DMing me here? So we only message actual wrestlers that have wrestled, and Paul Heyman. I mean, who else? I'm not going to not message Paul Heyman here. I think that, and I almost did Booker T. But I was like, you know what? Technically an announcer. Weird area. Almost did it. Didn't do it instead. Probably wouldn't have even gotten a response. Let's be honest here. But I wanted to start with like a please respond. I wanted something that would catch the eye if they would see it in like the very beginning of the message. Please respond. That was the biggest thing I saw. So if someone saw that, then maybe, you know, they would be like, oh, let's just try and respond. Clearly this is a fan trying to respond. But I also wanted to make sure that I wanted to explain the concept and the type of video. So of course you're going to see right here the full actual message where it's basically saying, I'm DMing everyone, please respond, whatever. I thought that made a lot of sense. I thought it worked out well. But I also felt like I was getting on my hands and knees and begging, and didn't really like the idea of that. So yeah, I thought of the message. I got the message down. I got the time. It's just really time to send. And I think that was where I didn't realize how difficult this would be. So I started realizing, let's just go down WWE.com. I'll look up their name. Their Instagram will pop up. I click message, send. But then I quickly realized multiple issues. Let's go with the number one issue. Just looking off their name isn't really the best thing. There's a lot of different type of Instagrams where some are with, underscore WWE, WWE in the name. Others are no WWE at all. And they're not that famous. So you're not going to get, maybe they have like 800, I say not that famous, like 80K to 100K is not like crazy to me. But compared to other superstars, they're not showing up as much as you would hope for. So then I'm like, uh-oh, it's going to take a little bit of time. And I was like, oh, Ariana kind of time crunch here. And then I realized as well, Instagram doesn't help, because if you think about Instagram and the new updates they have with business accounts now, let's just say they're great at filtering the messages from fans and stuff for messaging that you don't follow them, so can't really message them. And that was a big problem I started realizing immediately with Ariana Grace, the first person that I want to mention that had this issue where I went to her profile, tried to message, and this is what it shows. So that is not good. That was something that I already was like, uh-oh, we're about to hit something bad. And I thought that was going to be for a lot of people. Granted, kind of was for more of the famous people, but not for, lower ends, where you're looking at like NXT talent. And that was one of the issues. We had the, account names. So that was an issue, looking up the accounts. And then there was the account issue where you can only send one message and it would be a request, which was, again, request. I was already expecting to do a request, but it was a business invite is actually what it's called. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that one either, because I was like, no, they're not going to be wanting to do business with me, little old me. So I was like, you know what? Not good at all. That's already a bad thing too. And so let me give you another example as well. When you see some of these guys that I'm going to show you later on, when I'm scrolling through all the people that I DM'd, some of them have a setting where, again, Instagram's very good at filtering out the requests that people get, where you sadly can send the message, but they turned it off where they can't see the message. And so that's another big issue that immediately realized, uh-oh, this isn't good. And I started to have a lot of doubt for my abilities. I started realizing, you know what? Maybe I could get one, but I don't think I'm going to get any. And I think it's just going to be a video where I sit in front of my camera and I say, why did I do this video at all? Why did I waste literally, and I'm not joking, over 2 hours trying to find Instagram accounts, send the message, and then look it over again? It was actually probably like 3 to 2 hours because it just took so long trying to find the message, keep copying and pasting the message. In the middle of sending, I realized I couldn't do it. They wouldn't allow the sending, and I was just like, you know what? It's whatever. So these are technically the people I did not DM, and sadly I tried, so I'm still counting them. Sorry, can't hate on me. I tried. It's not my fault. So these are the people that sadly I just couldn't DM. Ariana Grace, we have Bailey as well, Cora Jade, Hank Walker, Jimmy Uso, Karrion Kross, Logan Paul, which I think that one makes a lot of sense in my opinion, Luca from NXT and the D'Angelo family, and yes, that was one that I couldn't, and I was kind of depressed on that one. Natalya, Nia Jax, Nikita, Roman Reigns, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, and sadly, and this one hurts me, the infamous Tonga Loa. So those are the people that I literally could not send to. I could literally not send them any type of message. And you see the screenshot. Like, there's no way for me to do it. If I follow them, they have to follow me. That's the whole thing about it, is that they had to follow me. And that's something that, sadly, I'm not gonna lie, with my small Instagram account that I barely even look at, it wasn't going to happen. I still sent the rest of the messages, and also finding out, sadly, Braun Strowman doesn't have an Instagram account. Charlie Dempsey doesn't have an Instagram account. Jacob Fatu, which I actually knew about that one. If you want me to be so for real for a second, I knew about that one, and I realized it. Like, I knew that was going to be an issue. Didn't realize Braun Strowman. Well, actually, I did know about Braun Strowman as well. So that might have been a lie as well. Charlie Dempsey, I didn't know, and I didn't lie on that one. So I knew those were issues, but you know what? Screw it. It's okay. And here is the video of literally all of the people right here that I sent messages to. And yes, there's a ton. I mean, you have to think that this is over. I think it's over like 160-ish, 150-ish. I don't remember counting. It was something around there. And I definitely felt like a scammer and a spammer that day. So didn't like all that. So after they were sent, after like a few minutes, I really started realizing, wow, so there's a lot of people that aren't going to see this. There's a lot of people that I thought it made a lot of sense that, you know, maybe some lower NXT talent, like, you know, maybe just an NXT star even, would look at this and kind of see it. I started realizing they also don't have messages on. So I'm really taking out the experience. I'm realizing it's not going to happen. And then after a few minutes, I thought I did all of this work for nothing. All of a sudden, I get a random vibration and ping from my boy, Tyson DuPont. And I mean my boy, Tyson DuPont. I am a forever fan for this guy. This is the message I got. He even messaged me again, which I don't have the screenshot for it right here. He is my dog. I mean, I still remember him in May, literally debuting for NXT. Well, it wasn't technically a debut because he debuted on Level Up in August. I know that. In 2023? 23? This is off the top of my head, so this is kind of awkward if I get something wrong. But still, when he was in spring breaking, and I mean, this guy, he is known for this Tims. And I think that's what makes this the best, is that I literally know him for the dog with the Tims on. And he is the guy with running uppercuts like crazy, built as hell. I mean, I'm not even joking. I waited as long for a lot of these responses. He responded in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Tyson DuPont is my boy. You should have seen my face when I saw that notification that he responded. It proved I felt the most euphoric feel I have felt since I actually don't know. So that was awkward that I started with that. But he led me to prove some of my friends wrong, and you know what? I was satisfied. I only wanted one response. I was okay with that. I came into here thinking, you know, 1 or 2 was fine. And then, you know, started through the process and realized this is a hard challenge. I mean, let's be honest here. We look at you can go to check my Instagram. I have like 160 followers. Like, I don't really look at this Lesser Athletes Instagram at all. I post the same shorts that I post on YouTube to there. That's really it. And then maybe an update of what videos have came out. That's it. So I don't blame them for not responding. So I realized, you know what? It was over. I was satisfied with the one. And then out of nowhere, my boy Tyreek Igwe, his literal tag team partner, responds in like 5 hours later. And I mean, I am so happy and ecstatic. Did I ever think that I would have a tag team, let me say, also respond? No, I started this wanting 2 responses, and I got the 2 responses I would get, advocating for no reason at all for them to be pushed to the very top. So then I can say I have a WWE main event tag team that was in my DMs when I was just starting out, which of course I'm going to keep making videos and hopefully blow up where I can redo this video in the future and actually get a lot more responses. But I am forever fans for these 2, and I truthfully mean that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect after I started sending messages I would get even 1, and for them to give me 2. And let me also say this, give me a video. The biggest thing that I needed out of this was the video. I'm grateful for them, like actually grateful for them, because I was ready to probably buy a piece of wood and have a crash out here and break it with my head or something like that if I didn't get a DM. So again, I'm very grateful for them. This video is literally a Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe glaze fest, and I am okay with that, and I'm forever fans. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. I don't really make videos like this, as you can see sometimes on the channel, but I've been trying to make more videos like this, maybe once every 2 weeks or a month or so. So let me know if you like videos like this. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.